Hey, um, I I didn't know you'd be back. Yeah, well, you know, games and all that. Hey, look, I don't want to talk about it, okay? I just don't, okay? I know you're my friend and everything, but do you remember how back in high school when, we were seniors and I was gonna ask that girl out because, yeah, Rebecca, she, I had a crush on her since sophomore year, but I was always so nervous to say anything. And I just, I don't know, you saw that, that I definitely had a thing for her and you made fun of me and, all in fun, yeah, but it just, you told me I should tell my feelings about her and I didn't know when because we were so busy senior year because, principal freaking Alvin. I know, right? Alvin. He he just he didn't want the seniors slacking, and the senioritis, and everyone just freaking hated his case because he wants to boost the numbers of how good the school is. Whatever, no one actually cares. Um, yeah, he was quite literally kissing ass. Anyway, yeah, so the one opening we did was like the day before graduation, and I told her how I felt. I never really talked to a woman quite like that. Sure, I could be like, ooh, she pretty, but I never went up to somebody and I was like, oh, you're so beautiful. Could I take you out sometime? Or it's just never what I did. Especially with like all those movements that happened of those guys being absolute freaking, well, there's many words to say and describe them, but not very good people. Let's go with that. And just kind of made women hate men because a few of them did some really messed up stuff. And so I just never really bothered. And I, you know, after we graduated, everyone kind of had a plan, and I didn't. And I mean, yeah, I know we're going to college kind of together, but it just isn't the same. It's like I didn't really go to college because like I wanted to. I went to college because you were going, and partially because you're my only friend, but also my mom wanted me to graduate, from college, and it hasn't been the same without her, but it, I had to think a long time about what the hell I wanted, because what I wanted definitely wasn't school initially, right? And as I thinked and I questioned and I wondered, what the hell do I even care about? I care about you, and I'm not very good at this. And I don't want to screw it up. I love you, and you've been there for me when no one else was. You told off my dad when he was being absolutely trash to me. You were so kind and respectful to my mom. My mom even notioned the idea that you'd be the one, but I always disregarded her message because you're so wonderful. And I'm such a loser, you know? It didn't really make sense for me to confess my feelings. Plus, I know that those kinds of friendships, right, where it's like, oh, they're friends, right, and then, hey, I like you, ooh, and then they drift apart and they never see them again. And I didn't want to lose you. And the more and more I thought that I'd lose you, I felt like I had to tell you. And I just thought maybe I'm just crazy, right? Like, I didn't want to throw away our friendship if you didn't feel the same way. And then I tried hanging out with other people. I stopped responding to your calls. And I tried to fit in, but they just weren't for me. And I'm sorry that I've been a really bad friend. I haven't been there for you recently. And even if you don't feel the same way I do, I would love to be friends. I know as a nerd who yeah, I have good grades, but those are really, I mean, of course I would, right? I'm a nerd. It's like the one thing I got going for me. But in all seriousness, I want to know what you think. So, of course I care. You've been my right hand woman since we were in high school, you know? And I remember that first day we were in high school, like, I was new and no one knew me, so obviously no one wanted to talk to me. But you sat by me at lunch, and honestly, that meant everything to me. But like, I'm not gonna lie and say I had feelings then. It was really, you know, after we graduated, and My mom, she initially was kind of faint, and she was being very persistent that she's the one. And just, I was scared that maybe I'd lose you, and I know maybe I'm not entirely there. Like, I clearly don't have awesome speaking skills, or, you know, I mean, I think I can be pretty respectful as far as things go, but I just, I don't know, I've always felt like I've never fit in. And the fact that you want to give this a chance, it means more than you'll ever know. And honestly, I can't believe this is even happening. But I hope that I can be a hella good boyfriend, right? These things don't come with instructions, but I'll do my best, honestly. And we can hang out again if you want. I know we haven't been hanging out recently because I've been weird, but yeah, no, I'm down to play. I mean, you sure you want to play Smash Bros? I mean, yeah, I'll put a handicap on. All right, you're on.